Greetings YouTube. I'm going to change this pattern of my videos up a little bit for today. I just had a quick question for you. I wanted to ask all of my regular subscribers and the new viewers and people in the card collecting community in general their opinion on all of these new card companies that are coming out of the woodwork over the last couple of years. There's one particular card company that I have many doubts about. They sell endless amounts of outstanding patch cards. I mean, if you watch some of my previous videos, okay, you already know, and it's been proven in court, that the card companies themselves, Panini, Topps, well, basically Topps and Upper Deck, Panini not so much actually, but Topps and Upper Deck. But I'm not going to leave out Panini. They might be involved too, but with other sellers. Topps and Upper Deck have purchased jerseys, game-used jerseys that were in fact not game-used jerseys, and they put those jerseys into cards. There is no question about that. That's been proven already, okay? Now, you have to wake up and get out of the woodwork. One of the largest game-used jersey sellers in the country, the largest game-used jersey seller. They had the biggest booth at the National for the last couple of years. I'm not sure about this year because I wasn't there, so I'm not going to comment about it or speculate, but they probably had the biggest one there this year. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there, so forget about it. But previously, they had the largest, hundreds, literally, at the National, hundreds of game-used jerseys that have later turned out to be fake. The president of the company has been arrested for selling bogus jerseys. There is no question about it. There's no doubt. It's no longer speculation. Okay, now you have new card companies coming out, and they always have sick jerseys, sick logos, in other words, awesome, ridiculous patches, and some of these companies don't do anything to show the provenance of the jersey. They won't let you know, where they got them. I mean, what's the big deal? What's the big secret is what I like to know. If Topps and Upper Deck are buying fake junk, then, I mean, it only makes sense that Panini and everybody else, all of these newbies, are doing the same thing. Like I said, I want to know your opinion about these new companies. If you want to name specific companies, you probably know who I'm talking about already, but that's not the point. My point is, the new card companies in general, what's your position on them? I mean, I'd love to start a new card company. There's just a lot of money involved, and plus the thing is, with licensing, you have to get a license from a lot of these teams to sell their stuff, and I mean, there's all kinds of legal ramifications that are involved. Anyway, my point being, I'm showing you a particular autograph card here that I bought a long time ago when I started to collect cards. This is from the 96-97 from a new company that started when the autograph craze started in the sports card industry. Autograph cards, the autograph rookies started taking off, and the new hot item in cards was autograph cards back just as recently as 96-97 for this particular basketball card here. This was a hot prospect at the time, a great rookie card to have. Now, this particular company that created this card, like I said, a scammer by the name of Andrew Haven started the company. And, he called the company Genuine Article. Genuine Article. I don't know, you might have some cards from this company. They're still available to this day. Lots of autographs. That was their thing. Every single pack, if I remember correctly, had an autograph in there. That was their big catch. Their big spin on the card collecting genre. Or niche, if you want to call it, or niche, as they say in some circles. Anyway, the point is, this card is the card that made me leave the hobby for the second time. Okay, I was an adult then, and you know, I said, wow, you know, autographs from the players on the cards. Man, too bad they didn't do this when I was a kid. You know, that was the kind of thing I was going through. And then this card came along. Now, I don't know if any of you know what this card is. Now, this card, I remember clearly, because like I said, this card is the card that made me leave the hobby again. And I was so angry at the time, I took this card to the shooting range and put it up as a target, clipped it to, you know, the target area, and then blew the hell out of it with the automatic weapon. And there was nothing left of it. Why did I do that? Because Roy Rogers is not spelled with the letter D in this particular instance. This player's name was Roy Rogers with the G, R-O-G-E-R. There was no D in it like there is there. Like they printed up there. No D in it, just R-O-G-E-R. But the company, Genuine Article, well, they don't sell anything fake. And from time to time, these appear on where? On eBay and all the forums. People still sell these as legitimate. There's a whole bunch of people, I even know a few people who collect Genuine Article cards, because they had such awesome cards and nice looking cards, especially back in their time with nice gold foil on there. I don't know if you can see the gold foil. And, you know, but when this card appeared, and I don't know if some of you know too that Genuine Article, they had a great customer service department. You could call them up and you could order cards. Any card you wanted from any, you know, whatever card you wanted, you could just call them up and get the card. You know, buy it, obviously. You know, this is back in the day before the internet as we know it today. There was no internet that long, but just recently, just go back and, you know, just try to think. What did people do before the internet? What did people do before there was a coffee shop at every corner? I ask you. Please tell me. Anyway, this is the point here, you know, this card here. This scammer started a company, wanted to sell autograph cards. I don't know, maybe he did it with good intentions, but, you know, like I said, this mistake, when this appeared, people started asking questions. They disappeared. They just dropped off the face of the earth. You can't find any of them. You know, Andrew Havens or any of the people involved, you know, they reappear every once in a while claiming, oh, they're innocent. They didn't know nothing about it. And, you know, liars lie, scammers lie. I don't know why it's so hard for you to understand. I mean, I know maybe you're not a scammer. Maybe you didn't do nothing wrong your whole life. If that being the case, you can't understand but how these people think. This is a scammer's scam. The way you are being goody two-shoes and all that, I'm sorry to put it pejorative like that, but they're the opposite of what you are. They just want to rip you off. Now, this has appeared recently on eBay. Genuine Article, and I like how this scammer here puts certified autograph card. It's numbered 1675 out of 7500. Now Darth Maul, Darth Maul, he sold questionable cards in the past, and he has lots of questionable stuff available. So, you know, I mean, if I remember correctly, he is on my scammer list. And it's funny how all these scammers sell all of these bogus cards. But anyway, like they said, there's a lot of these out there. Rookie autograph basketball card has been personally signed by the player when it hasn't, because the player's name doesn't have a D in it. Okay, so this is another reason why I think this guy knowingly is selling this, because he, like all of this garbage they put here. Like I always showed you in previous videos, scammers always lie, and they lie repeatedly, like this individual does here. The card company and the signature is guaranteed, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, I sell my cards based on the The Professional Sports Authenticators SMR Sports Market Report Price Guide. If anybody has that guide, please send me a copy or a link to a copy online. Because I want to see what those, you know, and all of you Beckett members, please see what Beckett has to say about this card. Like I said, especially since, you know, and then I love how a lot of scammers do this. All sales are final. In other words, you're not going to get your money back after if you don't like it. No legitimate seller does that. I mean, come on, wake up. You know, then he shows you the back of it because he's, you know, it says right there, signature is guaranteed unconditionally by Andrew Havens, President of Genuine Article 1675 or 7500. And it is a great looking card. I mean, I like these cards. These cards were the cards that made me get back into the hobby. But this is the exact card that made me leave it again. Because I myself got fed up with all the nonsense, and you know, like I keep telling people, scammers are ruining the hobby in more ways than one. They're driving people away. Just this time, I won't let the scammers win. This time, I'm fighting back. So you know, if you see these, you probably saw these at the National. So you know, this company, like I said, this company disappeared literally overnight. No phone calls were returned, you know, no phone calls were answered, let's put it that way. Like I said, they closed up shop and disappeared. The same thing that the authenticator GAI did. They just, you know, left where they were, didn't return calls for a while. They reappeared briefly, but then they went out of business. And like I keep telling you, that some of them that couldn't find a job, they restarted a new authentication company called GA with a very similar logo without the I. That's the big difference. All of their new COAs don't have the I. They look the same practically because it's the same company, it's the same damn losers. And now they authenticate stuff with the GA, not the GAI, which are flooding the internet now. And some of them have clearly stated that, you know, before they started this new company, they said that many of the things with the GAI COAs are bogus. And then, like, they have the counterfeit COAs that have authentic numbers on them and all. It's just that it's a fake COA. So I don't think the new GA is doing enough to get the word out that what's the problem with all of these fake GAI encapsulated cards that all the scammers are selling. But anyway, if you might have this card or another card from Genuine Article, well, now you know how genuine it is. You know, like I said, please make a video response if you like. All video responses will be welcome. You know, it doesn't matter what you have to say. I mean, I'll put it out there. I'll approve it, in other words. But, you know, this. So, like I said, you know, this is a bogus item. I mean, I could, you know, keep showing you these things day in and day out. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for rating. And, you know, rating is important. You know, if you don't mind, please rate this video. And it'll be appreciated in the long term. And, you know, I'll make plenty more if you want to learn more about the hobby, about the industry in general. You know, card companies like, you know, especially Panini, they do listen intently to what people have to say. Unlike Topps and Upper Deck. Upper Deck used to do it better, but they still do. Topps, basically, I think they're in their own world, some of those people out there. They might be having too many kind of parties going on over there and too much liquor, booze, and drugs, or hookers, or whatever. And I think they're losing track of what's going on because they always release questionable stuff that nobody wants and so forth. But I mean, you know, this is a company of choice. It used to be my preferred company of choice, but you know, we have to keep, you know, contacting them, keep writing them letters. Letters work better than emails, even though emails are easier. Because nobody sends the mail anymore. Nobody sends, let's put it this way, nobody sends letters through the mail anymore. Those have more weight than an email. An email could get blocked by a spam filter, or, you know, the secretary could just hit delete, you know, whoever it is, assistant, you know, some assistant might hit delete. But a letter, you know, they have to physically throw it away. So usually they'll just give it to somebody else. See, that's another thing. Just think of it from their perspective. You know, they're going to just pass it on to somebody else to throw away. They can't just hit delete. They got to say, here, you handle this. And it'll get passed up the chain. If you're lucky, it'll go up the chain instead of down into the circular file. So send a letter to the card companies. Let them know what you think. All of these new card companies, I mean, I like Leaf because they actually get back to you really fast if you send an email. So, I mean, there's a lot of good things I can say about them, but, you know, that's not the point of this video. But they're, like I said, one of the new card companies, and, you know, they're doing a lot of things right over there. And, you know, you got to support the companies you like, and, you know, all the other companies, you got to say, hey, you know, either wake up or get out. So, again, what say you? Video response or comment below. Thank you again for watching.